Another boring habit that the top 1% of podcasters completely obsessed with that gives them an unfair advantage is the fact that they are completely obsessed and focused on solving painful problems for their audience. They are not focused on talking about random general topics they're interested in or random general topics that their guests are interested in, which is what 99% of podcasters end up doing, but it keeps them stuck creating content that really only reaches basically their current network and ecosystem, but doesn't break out of that because they're just kind of in a loop of covering content based on what they want to talk about or their guest, rather than thinking about the audience they want to attract. Now, if you want to attract an audience, you really need to focus in on what is the problem you're helping people solve. And when you can cover those content consistently on your episode, again, the problem, your podcast becomes so much more attractive. It goes from just a talk show talking about general stuff to a podcast that's serving a purpose, helping a specific type of person solve a painful problem. The top 1% have figured this out, and they're perfectly positioned as a perfect solution to help their clients solve painful problems. So an example of this is one of our clients recently called Ben, who went from a place of basically talking about entrepreneurship, quitting the 9 to 5, and his podcast was called Breaking the Chains from the 9 to 5. Now that was very vague, unclear, unspecific, talking about only the things that he wants to talk about or his guests wants to talk about. And then for years he did this content, but he was stuck, barely breaking past 40 listens per episode. And we made one single shift, which was his positioning, talking about painful problems instead. And we focused in on helping electricians save time, reduce stress, and make more money. He was now focused in on, again, helping self-employed electricians save time, reduce stress, and make more money. That was the problems he was solving. And within 90 days of launching this brand new show, his episodes were now getting 500, 600, 800 downloads per episode within 90 days of that shift. Now, that's how powerful this is. And the top 1% of podcasters understand that fundamental shift is going from talking about general topics to talking about specific problems that audiences are going through.